Good evening. Welcome to the ShadowTrader Video Weekly for Sunday, December 24th, 2017. Merry Christmas to all. And you are probably realizing that this is not the beginning of the private webinar. I've decided to go back to the old format of doing the Friday videos separate and fully free and just separating the content. I think that makes a lot more sense. I've got a lot of things going on new in 2018 with different types of content that we're going to be offering, and I think it's important to kind of keep it all separate. And then of course I can use this as this avenue of doing the free videos on Fridays to let you all know what's going on with all the other parts of our business. So we'll keep it separate. So I'm sure a lot of you are pretty psyched about that. So you'll be getting the usual 10 to 15 minutes of where I think the markets are going next week, market profile, etc., in these weekend videos. All right. This video is going to be short and sweet because it is a holiday weekend. I really don't want everybody to be spending a lot of time in front of the computer and looking at charts or watching these videos. I'd really rather have everybody maximize their family time. But I do have some important things I want to talk about. Firstly, coming in February, there will be a new ShadowTrader.net website. I'm excited about this. A lot of the content currently is not as accessible as I'd like it. And also the checkout process for the premium services is really poor. We understand that. We know that a lot of people have emailed us over the last couple of months saying, hey, for instance, I signed up for your advisory and I haven't received any text messages, and it's because they never really signed up because it's confusing, and we apologize for that. I know that it's not the greatest setup, so we're already in the process of fixing that now, and that's going to be coming out in February. We're actually about 80% through the wireframing process already, so we're excited about that. All right. In addition to that, next week's video is going to be coming out early, and there's a reason for that, because the video is going to be called The Big Short, just like the movie, and hopefully the ideas that I present in it will be just as successful as The Big Short in the movie. I'm going to be talking about all of the reasons why I feel that the market has strong odds of going down in January and possibly further into the end of Q1. Some of these you may have already heard me discuss in this video. Some of you that are members of our options advisories have heard me discuss these things in the private webinars. I'm going to be talking about those things and some new things that you may be surprised about that you haven't thought of. I will also be laying out in lurid detail how exactly I will be putting on these shorts for January. And I will purposely be putting this video out on either Wednesday or Thursday of next week so that, if you wish, you will have time to put these shorts on as well on the last trading day of the year, because I do believe that it will be important to put them on the last trading day of the year, because it may be tricky on the first trading day of 2018. If that turns out to be a down day, and that has happened before, it'll be much more difficult. You'll see an immediate increase in vol, and it'll just throw everything off by a lot. All right. In the spirit of keeping this brief, I do want to leave you with at least just a tiny bit of commentary on the market. Notice that the S&P looks pretty darn good here. Coming into this last week of the year, notice that we had a very minor pullback in the S&P, and it's still holding kind of in the middle of the channel, which is up here at around the 2750 mark is where I see the channel up here around 2750. I don't think that the market is going to make it all the way up there, but there's a possibility. But there's only, remember, there are only 4 trading days left coming into the end of the year. But this area up here is actually something that's going to figure prominently in my special video next week, talking about the Big Short, about how to use this 2750 area. So I highly recommend everybody check that out. It's going to be very interesting. Also, NDX is looking good. It's hanging out at the top of the channel. Sorry about that. It's hanging out at the top of the channel right in here, right, where you've got kind of a little bit of resistance here. But again, if you look at the pullback action, it's been very, very mild. And over the course of this whole period here, look at this rally here. You just come in just a tiny bit. So there's a chance that we get a little bit of a rally up higher. Remember, next week is definitely going to be low volume, and it's not going to take a lot to push stocks wherever they need to go. All right. It wouldn't be me if I didn't close it off with a little bit of profile. So again, In the interest of brevity, I'm not going to get too deep into this, but I do just want to point out a couple of things. The market continues to trade in a very mechanical fashion. Notice that you have a low here midweek, and where is it? Dead on the POC, right? Dead on the point of control where the fattest part of the profile starts. That's not by accident. That's just how things are. Notice that, you know, a lot of the action here, when you look at, for instance, even overnight, like Thursday overnight, where's the low? Right on value area low. These are not coincidences. This is just basically how the market acts when short-term traders are in control. So there's a couple of things to think about for next week, just to keep in mind that the poor high here still exists, and that is in need of repair. There's also a poor high here. All of this is kind of exponential when you put it back to back. And that's why I was thinking that if we were to actually break out to the upside, there could be a stronger move to finish out the year to the upside. I will say I think that would be the biggest gift of all time in terms of setting up a short, because understand that there will more than likely not be big institutions getting busy on those last 4 trading days of the year. This would be nothing but short-term momentum traders that are in it for the short haul. They're looking to just get in and get out, and that's the best type of move that you want to short, because it's really those weakest hands, you know, in that move. All right. So that's the situation profile-wise. Again, Merry Christmas to all, Happy Hanukkah, and I'm excited about all the content that we have to offer in 2018, and it's been a great trading year in 2017, and looking to make 2018 even better. Just to recap, also new website coming in February, and more importantly, in the near term, next week, watch your email, Wednesday or Thursday. I'll send it out via email. The video is going to come out early, and it's going to be called The Big Short, and it's going to be detailing how I am going to play what I believe could be possible downside in January of 2018. All right, on behalf of myself and the entire ShadowTrader team here in beautiful Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, happy holidays, good trading, and good night.